Awit! Hello everyone, it's me again, Sir Kurt, and I hope you and your family are in good condition now. So before we start our discussion for this week, I just want to remind everyone that as of this moment, you should have already submitted your week 1 to week 6 in music education. Also, the week 1 to week 5 in arts education, and the week 1 to week 4 in physical education. Same with the health education, the week 1 to week 4. So for this week, we will be having our week 5 for physical education and health education. Tara, aral mo rin tayo. Let's start in physical education week 5. But before that, let us have first a recap of our lesson discussion last week, which is the history and the background of the volleyball game, wherein we have learned that William J. Morgan is the one who created the game, and originally, the name of the game is Mintonet. The game was first presented at YMCA College of Springfield. And for this week, we will be discussing the passing skills in volleyball. Volleyball game become popular sports in our country nowadays. The main objective of the game is to volley the ball over the net and land on opponent's court. The team will only be able to do it by passing the ball. A pass. Passing is used when the first contact of a team after the ball has crossed the net on a serve or other type of hit. It is also called receiving or receive. It is an act of stopping the ball coming from the opponent's side. There are two ways in doing a pass: the forearm pass and the overhead pass. Forearm pass or bump. Forearm pass or bump is often used skill in the volleyball game. Remember, in making a pass or receiving the ball, you should be in a ready position. Your feet must be comfortably apart with your knees slightly bent. Your arms must be together and straight. Overhead pass or toss. Putting the ball in a position wherein the attackers may hit the ball towards the opponent's court. This skill is also called setting. Remember to use your flex finger in contacting the ball and keep your arms parallel to your ears. In doing a pass, ball control is a technique that you should develop. The coordination of your body parts is also important, as well as the rhythm. Now, let's talk about the lesson activity for week 5 in physical education. Sa ating activity 1.1, you have to practice your forearm pass or bump. The objective is for you to execute proficiently passing skills in volleyball. The materials that you need to use are volleyball ball and sports attire. Class, remember this. Kung walang available na bola ng volleyball sa inyong bahay, maaaring gumamit ng crumpled paper at gawin itong bola or kasing laki ng bola ng volleyball. Maaaring din naman ay kung ano ang mga materyales na maaari nyong gamitin para ma-execute ang skills na passing sa volleyball. Always remember to use sports attire or a proper attire while doing the activity. First, you have to conduct a warm-up exercise together with your family member if it is possible. Remember to control the ball given to you by your partner, and you have to pass the ball alternately for 20 times, then move farther from each other. You can also change position for more variation of this activity. Do not forget to take a picture while doing the activity. Then after taking a picture, answer the following questions. As I execute the passing, I have noticed that my knees must be blank and my arms must be blank to proficiently do it. Number 2 question is, to control the ball, I must blank. And the third question will be, I have learned that blank is important in doing passing the ball in volleyball. After answering the following questions and taking a picture while doing the activity, you may send it now in our Google form. Same with our activity 1.1, what you have to do now is another skill, which is the overhead pass or the toss. So again, you have to prepare a volleyball ball or a crumpled paper with the size of volleyball ball. You have to make sure that you're wearing a sports attire or a proper attire, and then look for anyone in your home who can help you to do this activity. Take a picture while doing the toss and then answer the following question. Number 1, what is the proper position of your arms in doing a toss? Second question will be, what should you do with your fingers in making a toss? And the third question will be, what health-related component have you used in doing this activity? After answering the following questions and taking a picture of your answers and then taking pictures while doing the activity, you may send it now in our Google form. Last is the checking of your understanding. You have to analyze the pictures below and identify which shows the proper execution of passing and which is not. Explain below each pictures why it is proper and what makes it wrong execution. Again, you have to determine which of the two pictures is wrong and which is right execution. So write your answer and then take a picture and then send it into our Google form. So that's it for our week 5 of physical education. And now for our week 5 to 7 in health education. Are you in a state of questioning who you are? What is your purpose in society? Whom do you like? Or what your values are? If so, you may be facing different issues or concerns of teenagers. Adolescence is a transitional stage from childhood to adulthood where it is a period of pressure and stress to teenagers. Here are some of the issues or concerns related to the gender and sexuality that may seem to bother them during the stage. Identity crisis, sexual identity, and the sexual orientation. This stage is very crucial to teenagers when they already distinguish their sexual identity. From the previous lesson, many factors may influence the sexuality of an individual. Therefore, at this point, teenagers need to have full support and guidance of the family, especially your parents. Parents must be aware of what is happening about the personal choices of their children to make them have an idea of sexual orientation. The family must know their teens' set of friends and fears. Also, parents must be aware of their teens' sexual activities to remind them to be responsible with their sexuality. Without proper guidance and support from the family, teenagers who are experiencing sexual relationship have a high risk to be involved in premarital sex and eventually might result in a teenage pregnancy. Therefore, teenagers must have given a strong support system when entering adolescence. Family and friends play a vital role in playing through the crucial stage of their lives successfully. Now, let's talk about the lesson activity for our week 5 to 7 in health education. In this activity, what you have to do is to identify what are the different problems that you have encountered in your teenage life. Number 1 is from physical, second is from your mental, third is in your emotional, and last is for your social activity. After answering the following changes or different problems that you have encountered, you will take a picture of your answers and send it in our Google form. Our next activity will be a crossword puzzle, wherein what you have to do based on the direction is that you have to loop as many words as you can that is related to gender and human sexuality. Explain each word and try to use it in a sentence. After looping the words, you have to take a picture of your word and then send it to our Google form link. And our last activity will be issues and concerns no more. This time, you will create an illustration of the issues or concerns of teenagers and fix the ways on how you cope up with these challenges. Choose only one from these 3 issues concerns that you will focus on. Identity crisis, either teenage pregnancy, or either premarital sex. You are free to use recyclable materials found in your house to create 3-dimensional art, if you may. or if you can, or if it's possible, you may also include a title or a short description of your artwork. You may seek help in thinking of an idea of how you will start your artwork, but feel free to exercise your creativity, enjoy, and have fun with this activity. After doing this activity, you have to take a picture of your artwork and send it to our Google form. So that will be all for our week 5 to week 7 of health education. So that will be all for our lesson discussion for this week. Again, I hope you will be able to finish and submit your lesson activity for the week 5 on physical education and health education. See you again next time. Bye-bye!